6:20 a.m. on this Monday morning. Welcome back to News Center 1 Today, everyone. The love for horses in western South Dakota connects equestrian enthusiasts around the world, and there is no other horse race quite like the Kentucky Derby. Our News Center 1 crew is getting so excited about attending. Anya Mueller joins us live from the stables at the fairgrounds with the story of one local cowgirl shedding some light into the life of a rodeo competitor, and of course, her love for horses. Hey, Anya, good morning.
Horsing around this morning, and as I walk through the stables here at the Central States Fairgrounds, it's hard to believe that in just a few days, Caroline and I will be walking the stables at Churchill Downs, getting ready for the Run for the Roses. Now, racing horses is a way of life for many here in western South Dakota. Last week, I caught up with one local cowgirl who says that growing up in South Dakota has made her a tough rodeo competitor. And also, she gave me a little bit of betting advice for the Derby. Take a look.
Elizabeth Baker grew up in Hermosa and has been riding horses for over 20 years. To say she has a passion for rodeo would be an understatement, and what drew her to this sport was the challenge.
I think one thing that really interested me about it was right away from the beginning I knew it wasn't going to be one of those things where I could just pick it up in a day or a month or a year. It was something that was going to be kind of like a lifetime journey.
She takes to the road May through September, trying to hit as many competitions as she can, all for the love of rodeo.
You know, it's just kind of late nights and driving all day and kind of just chasing the dream, I guess.
And while winning is the main goal, the friendships she has made are one of her favorite parts.
Something that I have found is so amazing about the sport of rodeo is you run down the road year after year with the same bunch of people, and really you're all competing against each other. But in the same sense, you're kind of a team and you help each other out. And I've never seen a sport where you go out of your way so much to help the people that you're competing against.
She values not only relationships with her rodeo friends, but also her other teammates, the horses.
It is definitely a relationship, and they are your teammate and they are athletes just as much as we are. And I mean, I have one horse, for example, that is 25 years old, and I've had him since he was a year old. So he's been mine for 24 years. I mean, if that's not a family member, you know, I don't know what is. I can't imagine waking up in the morning and not looking out the window and seeing him.
It's no doubt the horses are their main priority.
I can tell you, we go down the road, you know, we might have 4 or 5 girls in the truck, and we get to rodeo, 1 o'clock in the morning, the first thing that gets taken care of is our horses. I mean, they get fed and watered before we do.
And being raised here in South Dakota, she feels is an asset to her craft.
And that is one thing I feel so fortunate and so blessed to have grown up in western South Dakota, because I've been all over roping. I've been down south, Texas, Arizona, Oklahoma, and there's nobody in the world that compares to your true South Dakota cowboys and cowgirls. The grit and the determination that you learn when you grow up around here, it's something to be seen for sure. And I feel very fortunate to have grown up where I did.
And when I asked about the Kentucky Derby, I had a hunch it was something on her bucket list.
I have never been. I would love to go someday. I watch every year. Sometimes I'll put a couple bucks down if I, you know, maybe feel like there's something that's going to happen. But I've never been, but I really do enjoy watching it.
And her horse betting advice for me:
every horse has their day, you know. I mean, which one's going to run that day, it's so hard to tell, but man, always go for the underdog, I think.
And, you know, I might take Elizabeth's advice and bet on the underdog this year, because it is truly any horse's race. And more with the horse